A young man was fired for helping a disabled man, and the next day he received news that changed his life. He worked as a kind clerk in a store and helped a disabled customer buy groceries, but he was fired the next day. He got a new job with a salary 5 times higher. Johnny Kelly loved his job, working at a grocery store. He enjoyed working with people, knew most of the customers by name, and everyone liked him for his helpful and friendly attitude. Unfortunately, his boss, Mr. Terrell, was less impressed. He was a harsh and grumpy man, and to him there was only one value that mattered: money. One day, Johnny's kindness angered Mr. Tyrrell, and this was his reaction. It all started on a Wednesday afternoon when a new customer walked in. The man was hobbling on crutches and his leg was tied up, revealing that he was missing a limb. Johnny noticed that the man was struggling with his crutches and the shopping cart and having trouble getting what he wanted from the shelves. He continued to ring up other customers' purchases, but kept an eye on the disabled man. After 20 minutes, the man was in line at Johnny's register. "Hello," the man said with a smile. "How are you?" "Kindness is more important in life than money." "I'm fine," the man said. Johnny nodded toward the man's crutches and asked, "Are you a veteran?" "Yes, in the Middle East. I have a prosthetic limb, but my stump is inflamed, so I need to use these crutches for a few months." Johnny looked pained. "That's tough." "Listen, I'm in better shape than a lot of others I served with. Don't be sad." Johnny packed the man's groceries into 2 bags and watched him struggle to hold the bags and the crutches. "Wait a minute," Johnny called out. He turned to the other customers. "Can you wait a few minutes, please?" Johnny grabbed the man's shopping bags and followed him to the parking lot. There, Johnny put the man's groceries in the trunk of his car and said goodbye. When he returned to the store, he saw Mr. Terrell standing next to Johnny's register, his arms crossed, looking very angry. "Where have you been?" he asked angrily. "Customers are waiting." "Sorry, Mr. Terrell," Johnny said. "There was this man with one leg and he couldn't carry his groceries." Before Mr. Tyrrell could respond, a customer in line interrupted. "This young man was very kind," he said. "I didn't mind waiting." The other customers agreed, and Mr. Tyrrell smiled, but his eyes were cold. At closing time, Mr. Tyrrell called Johnny into his office and handed him a pink slip and a check. "I don't care what those fools say. You're here to work, not to do good deeds. Every moment you're away from your job costs me money. Making money is what life is all about. Do you understand? I've had enough of your nonsense. You're fired." Johnny looked at Mr. Tyrrell's angry face and knew there was no point in arguing. He took his check and left. He had to start looking for a job right away. His mother was depending on him. The next morning, at 7 o'clock, Johnny was at the bus station waiting to go to town to look for a job. A car stopped and a friendly voice greeted Johnny. "Do you need a ride to the store?" It was the man from the previous day. "Hello, I'm not going to the store. I don't work there anymore," Johnny said. The man looked surprised. "Why not?" Johnny felt embarrassed and explained. "Mr. Tyrrell said I was away from the register for too long. He fired me." The man looked upset. "That was because of me. Get in the car. I'll take you wherever you want to go." "I'm going downtown to look for a job," Johnny said. "What else can you do besides working at a grocery store?" the man asked. Johnny looked embarrassed. "My mom says the only thing I'm good at is playing video games." "Really?" the man said, showing interest. "What do you play, and what are your scores?" To Johnny's surprise, the man knew a lot about video games and seemed very impressed by Johnny's opinions and thoughts about the games. "Would you like to work for me?" "For you? Doing what?" "I want you to share some of those ideas you shared with me with my game developers. You own a company that makes games? I think you'll fit right in." A week later, Johnny started working at the man's company, and he loved it. His boss insisted that he go back to school and take evening classes at the local college, but Johnny didn't mind. His one-legged friend was not just a great boss, but also a mentor. Although the beginning was tough, little by little, with his help, Johnny became the best developer in the company. He was earning 5 times what he used to make at the grocery store and doing something he loved, building a future. And it all started with a kind gesture. What can we learn from this story? Kindness is more important in life than money. Mr. Tyrrell was sure that nothing was more important than money, but Johnny disagreed. His kindness cost him his job, but it earned him a future. Each of us has a talent that can take us to the top. Johnny was happy working at the grocery store, and he was lucky enough to meet someone who recognized his talent and gave him a chance. If you liked the story, you'll definitely enjoy the next video showing on your screen as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give a like, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. A big hug, a huge kiss, and I'll see you next time.